Alright. Alright. Here we go. Are we live, baby? Are we live? Alrighty. So, alright. So, hello everybody, my name is B-rad and welcome to F125! Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for F125, baby. We are here for the all-new My Team Career Mode 2.0. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for my team. Oh yeah, by the way, I have been doing some racing and in a driver career mode off camera and kind of testing the game around a little bit. But either way, we're ready for My Team Career Mode. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say this right now, I have enjoyed this game way more than F124. Handling is really good in this game. It's fun to drive in this game. Like, for the first time in a long time, ever since I moved on to F124, I didn't like the handling of the cars in that game. But in this, I like the F1 cars. So, we're going to go ahead and do My Team Career Mode. Let's get it. So, we're going to do Custom Season. And we're not going to do all 24 races because I don't have time for that. I don't have much time for that stuff. So we're going to do 16 races. And here is the schedule for Season 1. We're going to take out Japan. And we're going to put in Spain. We're going to take out... I'm going to keep Silverstone, actually. Silverstone is actually fun to race at now because you can actually drive. I can actually drive at that track, so... the next track we're going to get rid of is... I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of Vegas and put in Texas, but it'll be alright. We're going to go ahead and go straight into this. Custom settings. Here is the assist on screen right now. As far as assist, obviously. For qualifying and the races, I'll have this on, but for practice and stuff like that, I will have this on full because of practice. Because track allocation or something, they'll have racing lane in it. So that's why I'll use this. Difficulty. We'll be using 95 for a good portion of this career save. But if things do get too easy, I'll bump it up to a higher difficulty. I'll say like 97 maybe. Maybe 100 depending on if I need to tweak it up a little bit. 95 has been kind of where I want to be in terms of easiness and difficulty. Because, yeah. Weekend structure. We're going to do full qualifying. As always, we're going to do full qualifying. For the races, I will make it 50% long. So, races will be 50%. Main race will be 50% as well. So, yeah, there's that. Career settings. The driver moves, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to increase this because I kind of want some driver moves here. We're going to have all these on, obviously. Rules and flags, this is the settings for that as well. Yeah, there's that. Making sure that's the thing. And here is the other settings as well. I'm going to have hard as well on the field mode. I might go to none, but I'm going to keep it rewinds for right now. Controller, controls, audio, and accessibility, I'll kind of just adjust to it, but as far as, I don't know what all this is, so I'm not even going to touch it. So we're going to go ahead and confirm settings. Now, we have two options. We can either do my team, or we can do counter sport. I'm gonna be kind of honest. I kind of want to do our own team, just because counter sport's kind of a cheat code. You get two good drivers right off the bat. I kind of don't want to do that. And yes, eventually I will do Breaking Point, but for now we're gonna go ahead and do my team. For the add driver icons, we're gonna pretty much add everybody. They can sometimes be recruited. I haven't tested this or anything, so we'll do sometimes. And here are all the drivers that will be included. So yeah, we're gonna do all of them basically, and we're gonna go straight into it. We'll enable tutorials, sure. I'm not really new to this, but I'm also kind of don't understand some things. So,
as the owner of the newest team in F1, your first job should be introducing yourself to the team.
Alright. Owner name. Alright. So we're going to use... No, we can't have this name. No. What's a good name? Oh. No, that's not good either. How about... Yeah, you know what? Why not, right? Why not, right? Why not? Why not? The avatar. We're gonna have David Waffles as our team principal. I didn't know we wanted her as our team principal. Who should our team principal be? Well, there's only a few options. I'll pick this guy. Yeah, this guy. Oh, I did not mean to hit that twice. So David Waffles, again, will be our name of our team principal. Advance.
Now we know a bit more about you. Let's explore your background ahead of our first season.
Background.
Hey there, my name's Andrew. I'm your head of personnel. It'd be useful for the team to know a bit more about your background. Give them a sense of how you intend to lead our efforts.
Alright, so we can either be a people manager, we could either be a head engineer, or chief financial officer. Honestly, engineering would kind of be more of the approach.
And tell us a bit about this HQ. How well developed are the facilities here ahead of our debut season?
We're gonna go bare bones, so we're gonna do basic.
Hello, Mathis, head of your engineering facility. Let's discuss where we think we are in terms of car performance.
No development, Chief. We can do some, we could do extensive developments, but I'm gonna do no development, sir. Bare bones.
Hey, boss. I'm Anissa. I head things up in your corporate facility. Let's discuss our financial situation.
Okay, so, as far as our financial situation, I kind of want to do like a, sponsorship, like big sponsor coming up. So, I think the idea would be, honestly, nah, let's do none. Bare bones.
With all that out of the way, our next task is to finalize our team's visual identity, our official name and branding.
Team name. Our team name is going to be... If you know me, you don't know. If you don't know me, that's fine, because the team name, if I was in NASCAR, or in any sport in that matter, the name would be B-rad Motorsports. Boom. BR Motorsports, baby. Team colors. More like a greenish, kind of like a dark green, with a black and then a white. Let's go with that. Yeah. Honestly, let's switch it up. I like that. I like that. We could do yellow, honestly. Nah. Gotta stick to the green. Gotta stick to the green. Yeah, let's just stick to the green we have. Now let's go to team badge selection. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Alright, the badge for this team. It's gonna be kind of simple. Let's go for... Star, you know what? We'll do it for America. No, it's gotta match the... It's gotta match that. Let's go with that. Ooh, that looks good. Alright, teamwork colors. We're gonna do... green. How about we do black? And let's do black. Black or white? How about black? Black across the board. Teamwork colors. Alright, advance.
Next up, there's an amount of contract work we need to get nailed down.
Alright, corporations.
First, we need to settle on our title sponsor. This will represent a key source of income over the coming season.
Alright, let's see what sponsor choices we have.
We have a few potential sponsors lined up. Each contract splits our income in 3 ways. A signing bonus that we receive now, a weekly income paid over the course of the season, and finally, a bonus at the end of the season, if we achieve the goals set out in the contract.
So you get more weekly from this, but the goal bonus is higher here, and the sign bonus is also higher here. It would be easy if we get this done, but I think we can, honestly, I kind of want to do Seren, honestly. But the core value as well is also new. Innovation, technology, performance excellence, and this is the fan engagement. So I think I'll start with 8 million. The more money we have, the better.
This is our
Loyalty
title
rewards.
sponsor, which are responsible for the bulk of our team's income. While much of that income is paid weekly, a large part is dependent upon us meeting our contractual obligations and hitting our seasonal goal. As we develop our relationship with this sponsor, we'll increase their loyalty, which over time can result in further benefits. That said, as our team's fan rating grows, we may be able to attract more valuable title sponsors. So, knowing when to prioritize building loyalty over the financial benefits of a more lucrative sponsor is something we'll need your guidance on.
So there's all the decals and stuff. Here's the car we can get. Some more money. Oh, I didn't read the... Oh, points. Okay. So here's, honestly, 10 points? I don't know. We can probably do it. Let's do it. Let's set that as our title sponsor. We get a decal unlock. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can get 10 points over the course of the year.
Secondly, we have to make a call on which engine supplier we want to work with this season. Generally speaking, our choices can be defined as a trade-off between performance and durability, with the caveat that neither come cheap.
So we have a couple options. Renault, Red Bull, Mercedes, or Ferrari. I kind of want to do Mercedes. It has a little bit more durability than Ferrari, but also has less power. I'm not going to go with Red Bull because their durability is quite trash, and so is Renault, and their powertrain's bad. But Let's go with Mercedes, honestly. We'll get more durability out of the 100K, so we'll just do that.
And finally, let's talk drivers. Obviously, we need 2 of them. So let's start with our first one.
Alright.
Each driver's performance is measured in a number of ways. Experience counts for a lot, and drivers with more on-track experience will have an advantage over less experienced competitors. Racecraft describes a driver's ability to work their way through the pack to finish the race higher up than where they started. Awareness represents the driver's skill at avoiding the steward's room. The higher this stat, the less likely they are to pick up warnings and penalties. Pace is a measure of sheer speed. Outside of battling their opponents, how good are they at pulling out consistent fast laps? All these stats contribute to the driver's overall rating, while focus represents their current state of mind and how well they're leveraging their rating out on track.
So, I think car 1... I think for our... Obviously, we have our F2 rookies. Then we have our legend drivers. Then we have Connor Sport in the equation. We can't hire any of the big dogs. Ooh, 80 grand left for Jensen. How much is a... Oh wow, you can't even get Jensen basically. They should have just said, nah, you can't get Jackson, bud. You can't get Bunton. No thanks, bud. We could get in Jackson and get a Connor Sport in, but I don't know. I think for our first driver, we're going to go with somebody who is experienced in the field, and honestly, I kind of do want to pick up Massa, I think. That or Weber. I think it might be Weber, to be honest. Yeah, let's pick up Mark Webber.
Alright, that's one driver locked down. Now let's pick their teammate.
I might change that option here in a minute, though. Our next driver, we can obviously pick our F1 Esport and F3 drivers, but I think the one driver I have to go for is Jarno Altmaier. There's somebody else. Tim Trimitaz is pretty good, but I kind of want to go with Jarno just because.
That all looks solid. Good choices and all within our budget. Feel free to review your choices if you want, but otherwise I think we can move on.
All right, so we're gonna have Mark Webber for our first season, an Australian, experienced Australian. So, yeah, 10 points. I think it's doable. We'll be playing as... The reason I kind of did like this is so that I can play as Jarno Altmaier and be the less experienced driver compared to Webber. So let's go for it.
Finally, we need to approve our race gear. Don't worry about sponsors just yet. We'll add them later. For now, let's just focus on the livery design and suits.
Race gear. Let's look at the car. Can I... So we have Neon Fusion. Okay. We obviously have the Lewis Hamilton livery from the Deluxe Edition. We do have the Store Is Ours livery. We have the... I kind of want to go with this. Honestly. Let's go with a black feel. And then let's go with a green. Nah, we gotta do like a 2020 Mercedes kind of livery. Nah. I'm gonna go with white here as well. Start out the year. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that. So there's that. There's the car for the season. We're gonna be rolling with a black car. Black and gray, white car. And we're gonna go to the suits. Let's go with... Again, let's go with this, actually. Yeah, let's go with this one. Black, white, green, and then let's do a black on that as well. There we go. And the gloves for the year. We have some new gloves. We have this, but we're gonna go with... Let's go with this. Black. Let's go with that. Continue on.
I think that's everything, boss. If you're happy with all of this, give us the nod, and we'll get everything moving. And if not, feel free to go back and review your choices.
So, there was no helmet option. Now, again, we're going to be sponsored by Axion. We're going to be running the Mercedes Power Engine. We're going to be having Mark Webber and Jarno Altmaier as our drivers for the year. And I think I'm ready to go. But also, again, here's a look at the car for the season. Kind of trying to throw it back to like a Mercedes kind of feel to it. Since we're running like a Mercedes powered car. Kind of trying to throw it back to 2020 with Lewis Hamilton. But, yeah, other than that, I'm ready to go. Let's bring it. Let's get it going. Let's get it.
Hello and welcome to this very special live stream. Great to be with you all because today we're going to witness history.
That's absolutely right, Natalie, because for so many years we've wondered exactly what 11 teams would look like on the grid. Guess what? Today is the day we find out.
And we are here at the team's state-of-the-art HQ. We'll be seeing their brand new car very soon, but behind every team, behind every car, there's one person central to it all.
Yes, and they've been described as somewhat of an engineering genius, coming up with all the ideas to push the car and the sport to its limits. The question is, though, will they be able to step out of their comfort zone to deal with all the things that come with being a leader, dealing with the team's finances, sponsors, motivating the team and the drivers? Will they be able to juggle that, or will they drop the ball?
And we'll be seeing more behind the scenes as the season progresses. But of course, it is all about what happens on track. So, without further ado, let's see the fruits of their labor, the brand new 2025 car.
Well, thank you all for joining us. The team have done an incredible job. The car looks sensational.
It certainly does. Congratulations, and all the very best for the season ahead.
All right.
Welcome to your Team HQ. This is the hub of the team's operations, and it's probably worth having a look around, familiarizing yourself with the different areas you'll be responsible for directing. You can use these options to navigate around your HQ. Keep an eye out for notifications. I think Madison Engineering was looking for you earlier, and they were asking for you in corporate as well. You should catch up with them before we proceed further. Oh, and as you look around, keep an eye out for this message. It appears wherever you can summon more information. It's a very useful reference if you want to start digging into the finer detail of how the team functions.
All right. So, we're going to go ahead and go to activities
This is your
and get some
activity
activities
schedule.
going.
Scheduling activities between race weekends lets you and the various facilities focus on specific areas of productivity. You can select the different facilities in your own schedule over here, and then select an activity for them to pursue. Picking the right people to work on the right thing at the right time can give us an edge when we really need it, so don't overlook the value of activities. You should consider setting some now. if you have time before the next race.
I do now. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think we should do... let's do this one. And then let's do our title sponsor. And then one more thing we can do is let's get our self-reflection up. Alright, now let's go to our engineering. We're gonna do... R&D. The first thing we'll do here is get their... I guess I'll take a look at those later, but for engine part... let's get aero chassis in there, because I need to look at the R&D real quick.
Hey, boss. Thanks for coming down. First GP's not far away now, and people are starting to roll off the project as we get more and more of the car locked down ahead of our debut race. We can't afford to lose momentum, so we need to start tasking people with work towards our first upgrade package. As it stands, we already have some resource points, data from testing, that we can use to kickstart our research efforts. We just need to know where you want us to start. Let's go pick an upgrade to research.
Alright, let's go.
This is where we choose our research projects. Research and development are split into 4 departments: aero, powertrain, chassis, and durability. Pick one of these departments, and let's go choose the first research project you'd like us to tackle.
Let's do aero. I want to look at all these. So, I don't have an idea of what really it needs what. But I guess we'll do the aero and get the front wing downforce thing up here.
That feels like a good place to start. I'll get the research team on it.
Alright. Everything costs 650. Wow. That's a lot of R&D points right there. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Messages. Welcome to office. Critical for car development status. Basic facilities and no cash investments. So we're kind of bare bones here. Activities. So I kind of did pick the right option as far as, you know. Now, personnel. I need to look at their stuff real quick for the drivers.
Obviously, some of the most crucial hires on the team are the drivers, and managing our relationships with both current and future drivers is a big part of what we do here. But the team is much more than just the drivers. Each facility is staffed by experts representing the top of their respective fields, and managing them is also our responsibility.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you on that first part, but drivers.
This is where we manage our discussions with drivers, both our drivers and other drivers we might be interested in signing in the future. These slots are for our current drivers. We're obviously much closer to these two than anyone else, but it's still an important job each year, figuring out what's important to them and where their long-term aspirations lie. But we also have to be prepared for the future. If we lose one of our drivers, or if we feel we have a better prospect, it's important to have done the groundwork to allow us to negotiate with a new driver. Or more than one. Just be cautious. The more drivers we engage with, the more likely it is that our current drivers will get wind of it, and that can very much affect how they feel about us, and about their future in our team.
I'm gonna do one for right now, and do... Where is he at? Where is Compento? Here he is. We'll start talks with him.
I've reached out with a very early preliminary inquiry to their side. I'll let you know how it goes. Hard to get a read on it at the moment. These things are always fluid and move quickly, but if they're interested in us, I'm sure things will move a bit quicker.
Alright, so there we go. We're not going to look for another driver right now. We also need to be looked at from the corporate side of things, so let's see what we need from them.
Hello, boss, and welcome to corporate. This is the hub for the team's finances, our corporate identity, and for our ongoing sponsor relations. Speaking of which, it's important to ensure that our new sponsors are reflected in our team's livery before we head to the first race weekend. Select customization, and let's go finalize the livery design.
Okay, let's go.
From here, select race gear.
Okay.
We want to focus on the car, so select the car option.
Okay.
This is where you can define the look of your car. Liveries, driver number, and sponsor decals. Right now, we're focused on sponsors, so let's select this option.
Alright,
This is
decal
the decal
time.
editor, where you can apply sponsor decals to your car. Part of what we do here in corporate is build up our family of sponsors. So, over time, we'll have more of them to display on the car. The more secondary sponsors you feature on the car, the more money we'll make. But be aware, there are diminishing returns. Use this selector to focus on different areas of the car and start adding some sponsor decals.
Alright, let's pick up some green sponsors. Let's go with this one. Oh, it's locked. I only have a few options to choose from. So let's do you. Let's go with ooh, I don't know where to put this, my friend. Cancel. Let's edit this. Let's make it larger. Let's go with slingshot fuel, I guess. Okay. Alright, and let's go with this one. And we're gonna go with this one. Edit. Swap. Here we go. Let's go with this. Nah. We gotta go with this one, I think. Oh no! That's not what I wanted to do.
Nice one. If you're happy with that design, then...
Oh, no, I'm not. Here we go. Let's do you. Let's go with our main sponsor. Let's go with that. Nope, I keep hitting the wrong button. Let's go with this. There's the car and the number style. We're gonna go with, let's go with this, like an athlete football number on all sides of the car. Look at that. Oh, I can also change colors. Let's go with black. Now, let's throw the green in there. Yeah, we gotta throw that green in there. And same with this one, too. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, we have the car ready. Boom! And we're done with the car. Now.
Okay, seems like everyone has what they need. If there's nothing else you want to do today, feel free to advance time from this menu. This will skip ahead to the next critical event, but don't worry. If anything comes up between now and then, myself or the other facility heads will interrupt and let you know.
Alright, so let's go ahead and actually do some facility upgrading. We have 2.1 million. Let's use it. So we're going to go ahead and do some facility improvements.
Okay, this is the facility improvement screen. Here are the improvements you can currently schedule for this facility. You can access the other facilities and explore their improvements from these tabs. Some improvements need us to have completed other improvements first. If an improvement is blocked, it will be listed here, along with information on which improvements we need to complete first in order to unblock it. Each improvement will provide us with an ongoing benefit, but they each also increase the size of that facility. As the facility gets bigger, it will unlock higher levels of that facility, which in turn unlock further improvements for us to pursue.
Alright, so what I want to do is, where's the one where we can do more things at once? Where is it? Oh, it's none of these actually. I can't do that, that's weird. Huh, that's really weird. We're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way.
Okay,
so we can get more
I'll book in a
R&D.
meeting with the contractors and we'll get that started.
I can only do more upgrades out of time for facilities, okay. I guess the other thing we can do is we're going to Oh, that's weird. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to... here it is. Let's go ahead and do this one, I guess. Or... let's do this one. There we go. We now have $6,000. Not a whole lot we can do. So we're done pretty much with everything. Now we're just going to simulate on in through with time. Alright. I saw a lot of R&D just go through. Alright, research. Let's do a chassis. We're going to do this. One. Now... how much money? 1 million, nice. Now, let's go to facility improvements again. Let's do... I can't do anything there. Okay. Something failed. Anyways, aero department. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, huh? Okay, well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what failed, but something failed. Anyway, next thing we're gonna do is we're going to actually, let's see. We can probably do this, honestly. 1.9 million, or I can wait on these. I'm gonna wait on those before we get the sponsors. Alright, we got the new season grid reveal. Let's get it! Alright. Where's our people? Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's get it.
Great news. One of our research upgrades is complete. Once we finish researching an upgrade, we can start developing it for one or both of our cars. Head over to the development screen to get started.
Speaking of that, engineering. Yes, sir. We are now level 1 on that. I think it's level 2 now, huh? Developments. Now we can do the chassis.
Research group have delivered us a design, but we need to actually build the thing if it's going to be of any use. And for that, we have the development group. This is where we turn the engineer's dreams into reality. Here's the upgrade we've researched. Select it to start development.
Okay, did this thing come in? No? Hasn't yet. That's weird. Alright, let's upgrade
So it's up to you whether to kick this development off now or not. But when you do, you'll want to consider how you want to develop it. Certain options won't be available until you've invested a bit more into improving this facility. But the important thing to think about is that you need to develop 2 copies of the part, one for each of your driver's cars. If you only have a single part when you get to a Grand Prix, you'll need to visit the Assign Upgrades area to decide which driver's car to prioritize.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and actually take a look at the facilities.
Don't head off just yet. I need you to consider development of this upgrade first.
Brother, No. I'll check up with that in a second. Facility upgrades. There's something to do with dual thing, right? This is research. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and buy some of these. We're going to go ahead and do aero. Well, we're doing chassis first because, yeah. But we're going to go back to development. Go back to this and single part. Because that's the only thing we can do at the moment. And then eventually we'll do the rest. Facility upgrades. Can't do anything here. I think I'm just going to focus on the engineering aspect for a while. Oh, I can't. How can I hire people? Start components for both of our drivers. How are we supposed to get the 9 other people working? I don't get it, really. Alright, I guess we keep going then. On to this. Hey, research. Done. Development. Front wing. Well, we can only make one for now. We are doing a facility for the chassis, so we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Alright, let's keep going. Now we can do another upgrade. It looks like we need research again. Oh yeah, that's because we just did that. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is do a powertrain upgrade. Let's get it. We're gonna make sure we buff up our power units a little bit. I'll save the money for our engineering stuff. Because that's kind of where we kind of need it, to be honest. Is if we want to get better, the car has to get better. So, yeah. So we'll go ahead and get ready for Australia. Boom. I want to go back to the driver screen. Personnel. Drivers. Hey, their perception didn't really improve. Hey, we're talking with Colin Pinto. We do have 137 days to talk to the drivers, talks and all that, so we're going to go ahead and get on in, I guess. This just went up by 1, so it's going to take a bit for that to go up. But, team owner, what do we have at the very moment? Training, did I do any of it? Oh, I already did all that, and I didn't get a single training point. Okay. Okay. I thought it'd be good to check.
Accolades are milestones, representing your team's growing history and prestige within the sport. By completing these accolades, you will improve your team's fan rating, which unlocks various bonuses and also affects how the drivers view your team and its prospects.
So, we need to complete tier 1 of getting 30 million passive income. 50 constructor points. Top 3 constructors finish. I believe that's finishing the top 3 at the end of the year, I guess. And then season completed. Rivalries, we have no rivals at the moment. We have no stats to really look at. So, results. Again, we don't really have much there, but here's the grid pretty much of where everybody is on the grid. So we are now the 11th team on the grid. Here's the results again, 16 races of the season. And here are the trophies that are here. So yeah, of where we're going. Now, I'm going to end it here for the first episode for pretty much all of it. This is going to be the part 0, part 0.5, whatever, the intro for the My Team stuff. And with that, I'm going to end it here. Next time, we're going to see y'all in Australia to race for the Australian Grand Prix. And ladies and gentlemen, that is about it of where we're going to end it. So I'll see you guys next episode where we tackle the Australian Grand Prix, the Season 1 opener. And with that, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out, everybody. Ciao.